Okay, you guys, this is going to be it's going to be a little bit of a cut and dry Zoom just because there's a lot of other resources that I'm going to be able to point you guys to when it comes to all of these topics. And this is also something that we are going to be able to it's something that I want every single person to take personally and digest it and ingrain it into their brains, into their belief systems, into how they build this business, how they view building their business on a daily, weekly, monthly basis, and then pass it on to their own new distributors. And that's duplication. That is kind of the point of this system, is that you're taking it and you're making it your own, and we're making it our own. And it's hard to like almost do a Zoom on it, because I want to sit down with each and every one of you and make sure that you understand like the power of doing things this way. But a big piece of what we're going to be talking about today is the belief that you can do it. Okay, because it's going to sound really cut and dry, really simple when I say it, when I give you all the breakdown, when I give you all the pieces, when you watch the videos that Jade Hooper has made about this system. It's going to sound super simple, and then there's going to be this little voice in the back of your head, especially if it's something that you haven't done before. There's going to be this little voice in the back of your head that's like, well, it's easy for you to say, but what if I can't just bring in that much volume and that many distributors? Hope, right? Like there's always that little like. And so a big part of this is understanding that I want to break this down for you because I want you to have the vision of how good this can be. And then we're going to focus on what you need to do to make it happen for yourself. Because it's not you don't have to mass enroll. Okay. You don't have to be the Jade Hooper, the Hope Weston, the Courtney Van Alkins, like what me and Kim were just talking about before I hit record. You don't have to be anything other than that best version of you, being super consistent and focusing on pouring into the people that you are bringing onto the team. Okay, so tonight we are talking about You+2 and how that works with the 4-in-1 system that the company put out for us, and how it's going to allow you to boom your income. And yes, I'm talking about booming your business, but really I'm talking about booming your monthly income, because that's the reason that you're here. That's the reason you started this business. That's the reason, like, yes, we stay for the friendships. Yes, we stay for the empowerment. Yes, we stay because it's fun. But like, you didn't hit submit to like make friends and have fun. Like you just didn't. Like you pressed submit because you needed money every single month. And because you needed something more for your future, you needed more options. So back in September, our company dropped what we call 4 and a Friend. And it has been absolutely game changing for those of us who have sort of embraced it and learned how to use it to amplify our income. So 4 and a Friend is, and this is going through July 2nd, you guys. And so you can earn as many of these kinds of bonuses. You can earn as many as you want in this time period. And I just think that's such I just think that's such a blessing. And so I really want you guys to understand that this is sort of about promoting, but really it's just about how to utilize this fast start system, which we have now heard from experts from all over the industry that this is the best fast start bonus system in network marketing. How to use it to make a significant income, but also how to create that duplication, which is that you bring a new person in and you're able to teach them how to do it in a way that's sustainable, that makes sense, that's fun, that's pretty cut and dry, like simple, as long as they're putting in the work. And then they're able to turn around and teach their people how to do the exact same thing, because that's network marketing. That is the whole basis of network marketing, is how many people can you teach to do the same thing. And I want to say that, that's one of the things that up until they dropped this 4-in-1, we have had a hard time on our team duplicating. We have had a hard time, like me being able to be like, oh, well, this is what I do. And then Kylie goes out and does it, and maybe she doesn't get the exact same results. And that can be disconnecting. That can be frustrating. That can be like, wait, well, I think I'm doing all the same things as Hope. Why aren't I getting the same results as Hope? And so The idea is that by implementing this system, everybody gets the same results for doing the same work, and everybody gets paid the same for doing the same work. So there is a full-on video that I can tag you in where Jade breaks this down, but I'm going to do my best to break it down for you guys. So the U+2 is U+2 cycles. So 2 cycles of 4 and 1. So that's you getting your own 4 and 1 2 times. Okay. So 4 customers, 1 distributor. Your goal every single month is going to be 4 customers, 1 distributor twice. So 8 customers and 2 distributors every single month. Now we know with It Works, on average, our average customer order is 100 BB, 105 BB, but we'll just say 100 BB because math is easier that way. So your, your average customer order, pregnancy heartburn, what are you going to do? Your average customer is going to order 100 volume. So obviously not every single customer will be 100 volume, but the average customer is 100 volume. So if we're taking that and we say that you're going to be getting 8 customers a month, and we're going to talk about how to get 8 customers a month. So nobody like freak out and I can't even enroll 1 customer. Like, don't go there with me yet. Let's just like, can we just like keep the vision, like this vision of like what can happen when we're all on board and we can all do this easily, simply. Okay. So you're enrolling 8 customers and you're keeping all of those customers, you guys. You're keeping them under you. For those of you like Des who came into our business recently, you're like, what do you mean I keep all of them? Of course I keep all of them. Why would I ever not keep my customers? Well, for a long time in this business, we enrolled customers, or we enrolled volume, or we enrolled distributors, and we moved them because our company is awesome and it was allowing us to move people to help us with promotions and things. But the truth is that you make more money when you keep your customers. You make more money when you keep your personal volume under you. So let's just say this is your first month, or maybe you're rebuilding. So month number 1, you're going to go out, you're going to enroll somewhere between 400 and 800 personal volume, right? And enroll 2 distributors. And you're going to help those 2 distributors do the same thing. 8 customers and 2 distributors. All right. So at the end of your month 1, doing your 4 customers and 1 distributor, 4 customers and 1 distributor, and then you're helping those 2 distributors get their 4 to 8 customers, 4 to 8 customers, and 1 to 2 distributors. That is not only going to put you at somewhere between 400 and 800 personal volume. It's also going to put you somewhere between 1,600 and 2,400 group volume. And you've earned $1,000 in bonuses. Like that. Like $1,000 in bonuses plus everything you just did. And that's just month 1. Okay, so let's say we keep duplicating. All right, and by duplicating, I mean every single new person who comes in, and us who are actively working our businesses, we keep doing it. 8 customers, 2 distributors. 8 customers, 2 distributors. So month 2, you now have upwards of 1,500 personal volume, at least 4 personally enrolled distributors, and your new distributors have also enrolled distributors, and they're bringing in their 4 to 8 customers. So now you're actually looking at, in your second month, you're still making that $1,000 in bonuses. Okay, that $1,000 in bonuses is going to come from you doing your own 4 and 1 twice, and then helping those 2 distributors do their 4 and 1. But with everything that's duplicating, by the end of your second month, you're going to have somewhere between 6,000 and 10,000 group volume. Month 2. That's crazy. That's technically to go diamond in our business, you need 8,000 group volume. That's your second month. Okay. So then month 3, and this is where it gets really, really exciting. Okay. And Jade's breakdown is like even a little bit more like every single person gets 800. I did my math based on like some people bring in 400 and some people bring in 800, just so you can get an idea of the range. Like, what if people only did half, right? Let's say our pessimistic realistic brain is like, okay, well, what if we only did half of what, you know, of what we're saying? So month 3, you enroll 800 volume. You're looking at now you have between 16 and 2,400 personal volume. That's just under you, guys. You are making 15% commission on that. Now you have 6 personally enrolled distributors. Each of them has somewhere between 400 and 2,400 volume from the last few months. They have brought in 16 new distributors. So you have a team of 22 distributors your 3rd month. And all of these distributors have somewhere between 400 and 2,400 volume. That is somewhere between 12,000 and 30,000 group volume. Your 3rd month in this business. Okay, literally. And that's why I wanted to give you these numbers, because let's say your 1st month, like you enroll a couple distributors and they don't do anything, right? Like that happens. Like we all enroll people who don't do anything or decide not to do it. Okay, you keep going. Like it even when you enroll those people, or maybe some of the people who you enrolled in month 1 or month 2, they stop in month 3, that's okay. If at the end of month 3, if you could end with 12,000, like, are you going to be bummed because you don't have 30,000 volume? Like, no, you're going to be stoked because you have 12,000 group volume. And you know that because of this system and because of the layers of duplication that this is coming from Jade, it's coming from me, and then it's going to come from you guys. And we are all going to be talking about this system, and not just talking about this system, implementing this system. And, that is going to allow you to, like, think about month 4, month 5, month 6, a year from now, when we're all doing this, and this is the standard, and this is what we've all dedicated ourselves to. And like I said, like half, like what if everybody did half? Like even half would be amazing. Like if you did You+1, you know, if you did 1 cycle every single month and taught 1 person how to do 1 cycle every single month, this would still be month 6 for you. Month 6 in the business, you have 30,000 group volume. Like that's insane too. So the focus for this entire thing is, number 1, on your personal sales. Okay, your personal customer enrollment. You should be bringing in for your business somewhere between 8 and 10 customers a month. That is more than possible, more than doable. There are women who enroll like 40 customers a month, you guys, which is just insane. And I know that not all of us have like that level, but I'm not asking you to be at that level. I'm not asking you to go out and enroll 50 customers a month. I'm asking you to set your sights somewhere like 2 to 3 customers a week. 2 to 3 customers a week, and to upsell, and to be confident in your upsell, and to be confident in your conversations, and when you're talking about the products, because the average customer with It Works orders 100 volume a month. So do not do this like, I'm scared to, we're talking about the gummies and I'm not going to tell them about the slimming system because like I'm just scared of that. No, like you're going to tell them about the slimming system, and you're going to send them the unicorn upsell, okay? Because our products work better together. And the worst thing that's going to happen is they're going to say no, and you're going to be able to offer them the business anyways. Because if the only thing that somebody can afford is like $40 a month for some gummies, they need this business. Like they don't need a bottle of gummies. Like they need an opportunity to change their life. You know what I'm saying? Like, and they get gummies in their starter kit. So it's like you're still offering them the product. You're just able to offer them the opportunity on top of that. So the focus is on your personal sales. Right now, if you are like hearing me talk and you're excited, but you're like, holy moly, like it's been so long or never since I enrolled 8 to 10 customers a month. Like, I don't know. You have to find your key products that you love, that you're using, and you have to talk about them every single day. Okay, you guys. And I won't lie, I've fallen off of this a little bit because I'm a prego mama, and my go-to products have been ripped from my hands. But I'm still talking about the products every day. I'm still sharing other people's results every day, and I'm still in my stories, sharing reviews and sharing stuff like that every single day. So you got to And you can find other things. Sam, I was literally just kicking myself in the butt yesterday because I was like, I could just make my reds and hydrate on stories every single day. And that would at least get people's attention to what I'm doing. And then if those aren't the products they want, that's the other thing, guys.
Honestly,
You're like,
honestly,
okay.
I literally, right before I hopped on here, when I
Yeah.
told you I lost track of time, that's what I was doing. I was about to order because I need some things and I need some smoothies because I'm gonna like
Yes.
that's where I'm at right now.
So that's like, you have to just pick those things that like you're just excited about and that you're gonna make every single day. And then you just need to be putting those things out on your social media, and then not being afraid also of sharing other people's results and other people's journey. And there's about 1.5 million Zooms and recordings and trainings that you can watch on enrolling customers. Reach out to me one-on-one and say you're struggling enrolling customers. We will find some solutions for you. Okay. So the first focus is really on this like personal sales, like especially every single one of us who is like dedicated to like working their business every single month, 800 volume in sales every month. Like that's your goal, is to bring in at least 800 volume in sales. And that's, again, it's like one of these like shoot for the moon, land among the stars kinds of things. Like if you're shooting for 800 and you enroll 500, like, are you really going to be mad that you enrolled 500? Like, no, you're not. You're going to be happy that you enrolled 500. Like, so you have to just allow yourself to make that, like kind of what Jade was talking about. Like, this is the standard, like 800 volume and 2 distributors is going to become the new standard for building your business on a monthly basis. That doesn't mean that we're going to kick ourselves in the butt and feel super bad if we don't get there. That's just going to start to become the new normal. And then there will be months where you do more. There'll be months where you do more, especially once you've implemented this system and you're feeling so good about it and you're being super consistent in all of these things. So that's kind of the first focus. And then the second focus is truly, and I know I keep using this word, guys, but it's so important, is just duplication. Okay. And these new distributors that you're bringing into your organization, these 2 new distributors. And I know I keep saying 2 new distributors. I'm really saying 2 new working distributors, because really about half of the distributors that you bring into your business for one reason or another will either not do anything at all, freak out after like 24 hours and not want to do it anymore, or just fall off the face of the earth. And then that other half, you guys, they're not going to be rock stars. They're not going to be runners. Okay. We have this myth, this untruth that we believe that like people are going to come in and they're going to be rock stars. Okay. Your girl wasn't even a rock star. I didn't even enroll my own distributor until the end of my 2nd month. Like I didn't, like, it wasn't something that I like came in and everyone was like, oh my God, Hope's incredible. No, like I enrolled my 4 customers, enrolled a couple more my next month, finally got my first distributor. I think I finally went executive like my 3rd or 4th month in the business. But is anybody looking at my business now and being like, she sure is a failure? No, I had slow and steady growth. I've always had slow and steady growth. So, you know, let's say you enrolled. So let's say you enrolled 10 distributors. Okay. And I'm not necessarily saying 10 distributors in 1 month. I'm just saying like out of every 10 distributors, you need to assume you're going to get 4 to 5 who are going to duplicate and do this. So if you want to get 2, if you want to get your 2 every single month, you should really be going for more like 5 to 6, like enrollments, 5 to 6 enrollments a month. Obviously, if you can get more, that's more, and that's awesome. But that is to make sure that the people that you're enrolling are going, at least 2 of them are going to be duplicating what you're teaching them and willing to do what you're teaching them. The other thing with this, and again, somebody like Des is going to be like, what are you talking about if you're brand new? But for people, my Kylie, my Sam, my Tiani, we're not moving distributors. Okay. We're not moving them. They're staying on your top line. Okay. And this again is to maximize your income. It's so that any and all volume that is brought in, you are getting paid the maximum amount on. And there was so many years.
Can I touch base on this as soon as you're done?
What?
I said, can I say something as soon as you're done? It has exactly to do with this.
Yeah, sure. Moly. So there was so many years and so many promotions that I just put people in places and then put volume under distributors just so I could prove to myself that I could promote and that I could make and that I could do it and that I could make money in this business. And every single time it's like, it's not, it hasn't. Like I've either then lost rank. These people who I was placing and who I was placing under, they didn't understand how to do this business. There was no duplication, there was no leadership. And it has only been a detriment to my business. So if you think also about it this way, and this is kind of what Jade shows in her video, if you watch like the breakdown of how she talks about this, is like, you know, if you go out and you enroll 5 distributors and then, you know, only 2 of those people, you know, stay under you and are working, but then the next month you enroll another 5 distributors and now 2 of those people stay and are working, like you're still expanding this top line, and then every month those people are growing and they're enrolling new distributors, and so you are able to your volume and your group volume is still going to go up, and you're not going to be making the same mistake I did, which is placing somebody 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 17 levels down because you just need to hit this promotion, and instead you're genuinely pouring into people like every single person is going to be the next diamond on your chart. And that's the difference. That's the mindset difference that you have when you keep everyone directly under you, is you honestly feel more responsible for them. And I know that most of us on this team have huge hearts and we don't see people as boxes, and that's not what we do anyways, but sometimes it is. Sometimes you're like, I'm 3 boxes away from my emerald chart, and you're like, I just got to get 3 more, and then you get 3 more and you're like, I did the thing. And it's like, it's this ego boost. It's this like, see, I told you I was good at this business. And the truth of the matter is that the way you actually get quote unquote good at this business is by duplicating and by helping other people be successful. And I have like learned that like an anvil to the head, like so many times in my business, where like, you guys, the team that I went diamond with does not exist. Like all of the people that were on my chart when I went diamond, they're gone. All of the people who were on my chart when I went double, they're pretty much gone. I think there's like 2 of you left. And then for triple, same thing. I think there's like a handful. So it's like, as much as I wanted those promotions and as hard as I worked for them, it hasn't actually meant anything other than that momentary ego boost. And then obviously like my check the next month is always like great and stuff, like, but that's just because volume growth. So wouldn't you rather just have volume growth? Wouldn't you rather just be making bonuses? Like, yes, like ranking up is incredible and it's a great feeling, but like, if you chase the rank, you're just gonna continue to not feel like good enough. And who is going to join you when you don't feel good enough, you know?
Right. See, that's exactly what I was going to say, because I chased for Ruby the first time so badly. I just wanted it so I could say that I went Ruby, because I know that I wanted to do it. And so I was like, I'm gonna place you here. I'm gonna place. And I almost double promoted to Emerald because I was placing all my distributors everywhere. And then I was giving all of my new girls awesome checks. Good for you, boo. But mine sucked, because as much as you had, like, I had the group volume, but it literally wasn't like to me, like, you know what I mean? Like, it doesn't work like that. And then after, you know, they get placed under them, then, you know, like, you don't know if you're supposed to talk to them or what someone else has taught them already. I feel like they need to just have that, like, you know, that you're under me. That's what's up. Like, we're besties. Like, that's where we're going. We're linking arms and we're going to do this. I'm going to show you all the things.
Yeah, exactly.
There was one girl who knew from past experience with It Works that you could place distributors and like customers and all that way back when. And so she was like PO'd at me because I wouldn't place for her. She's like, well, I just need 2 more customers and then I can get this bonus. If you just can't give them to me, then I'm just going to quit. I'm like, well, bye.
And that's like, because I know that most everyone on here too is like in our, thank you, Sam. I know that like most everyone who's on here is in our Shine Bright chat too. And that's like also like just this whole mindset shift that we're doing right now with Meredith, you know, our new chief networking officer, who was just talking about just I mean, you've heard it a million times before. It's like a super, super old saying, but it's like, you give a man a fish, he eats for a day. You teach a man to fish, he eats for a lifetime. And I feel like that's just like, I mean, I know I've had this conversation with Kylie. I know I've had this conversation with Tiani, like the girls who have been on my team for like a really, really long time. Like there are hundreds of people who I've brought into this business in the last 6.5 years, you guys, literally hundreds, probably 300, 400, 500 people that have enrolled to be a distributor on my team in that time. And I, as much as I would love to go back and like try to talk to those people and be like, and look at what I've learned and look at what we do now and all these things, it's like, that's what I did. Like, I'll just catch a fish for you and catch a fish for you and catch a fish for you. Cause I'm a master fisherman and none of you people are picking up your fishing poles in the first place. And I got so like worked up and so like, I'll just do it myself. And how many of you have that bone in your body? You're like, I just do it myself. Like, I'm an independent woman. Like, I don't need no man. Like, I'll just do it. That's great.
That's the mom.
800 volume and 2 customers. Enroll 800 volume and 2 distributors. Enroll 800 volume in new customers and at least 2 to 5 to 10 distributors every single month. That's what you do with yo independent self. That's how you kill it in your business. That is 2 150 bonuses right there. That's $300 in bonuses right there, regardless of what the girls underneath you do. That is it. That is exploding your own personal volume, which is, once it's 15%, but really because we get paid for 3 months, it's 45% because you only have to seal the deal with that person once. So it's like almost 50% commission once you get to the end of that 90 days. And then you will find your people. If you do this and you follow the training, you will find your people. So this is not about mass enrolling. Okay. And some of you are like, 8 customers and 2 distributors is mass enrolling. Hope. It's not. It's really not, you guys. Like on my hands and knees, like I promise you, about 2 customers a week and about 1 distributor a week. Like, and then you ramp up to more. You ramp up to more as you're more consistent, as your content starts taking off, as you have more people on your follow-up list, as you're believing in this and you're feeling confident in this and you're enrolling a customer and you're posting about it. You're enrolling a distributor and you're posting about it. So it's not about going 100 miles per hour all the time. Guys, there have been so many times in my business where I have just gone 140 freaking miles per hour and then just crashed into a wall. I'm talking enrolling 30, 40 customers in a month, massive amounts of distributors. And then a few months later, just didn't want to do it. Didn't even want to touch my phone. Didn't even want to look at it. Felt feeling angry, feeling disappointed, feeling discouraged. So this is about how do you set cruise control at like 40? How do we set the cruise control at like 40 miles per hour? And you are getting to your destination in like a timely manner. And you're still able to deal with your life and you're still able to deal with all the things that's going on. So I made a new list because your girl loves a good list. I made a new daily task list. It's got 2 sections. I'm going to send it in the team chat right now. It's got 2 sections. One is behind the scenes and one is showing up, because those are the 2 halves of this business. You can't just do the behind the scenes stuff and you can't just do the showing up stuff. You've got to do both. This list might seem long to some people. Maybe you haven't been doing all of these things. It might seem short to some of you. Maybe some of you are coming off of a list that's making you do like 70 million things a day. This is what my goal is every single day. And so I just sent it in Team Hustle and Heart Chat. I can send it to anybody individually who needs it. And I'm going to put it in the Humble Hearts page when we're done here. But there's the behind the scenes stuff, and then there's the showing up stuff, and you'll see that there's multiple boxes for the things that you can do multiple times a day. If you only get to 1 box in each category a day, like that's okay. Like I don't want you to I didn't cross off every box. But also like What if you crossed off every box every single day? Would that not also give you better results? So you've got your journaling and visualizing, your personal development, following up with people and writing down their names, going through the comments and likes on your posts, sending 25 messages. There's 4 boxes for this. So you can send 25, you can send 50, you can send 75, you can send 100. Checking in with your team, slash any newbies that you have. And that's all the behind the scenes stuff. That's all stuff that nobody sees except for the people who are getting the messages from you, right? The showing up part is the personal and life posts, your TikToks and reels, boosting your posts and host to posts from yesterday, wishing people happy birthday on Facebook, posting in your stories, and then doing shout outs and giving recognition. If you don't have anyone on your team and your downline who you want to shout out, you can shout out a sideline, you can shout out upline, you can shout out yourself. Okay. I want every single one of us to get used to this. Like, who can we recognize? Who's killing it? Who's inspiring us? Who's awesome? So that then when you do have a new distributor join your team who's killing it and she's inspiring you and she's amazing, you are remembering to shout out and recognize them on a daily basis. Okay. So this is how you do the exploding volume thing. You do this and you teach your team how to do this. We have a brand new distributor training. Okay. It includes the Limitless training, the Limitless Tribe Training Academy that Jade set up for us, which is an incredible tool. It also includes getting people onto Voxer so that you can voice message them. And then it also includes you going to them every single day for the first 8 days, walking them through things, giving them things to post, getting them plugged into the team pages, all of that good stuff. So does anybody have any questions about this You+2? I know Kendra, I know you hopped on a little late, so I'll make sure you get the recording. Yeah, you can unmute yourself. Yeah, I can hear you.
So I've been reaching out to my DT maybe once a week, and I kind of was like, okay, let me give her space. You know what I mean? Because she was really on board, super excited to get her new bundle, and she was like, I just want to wait for it. So I actually text her on April 8th when the expected date was coming, and she didn't text back. I'm like, okay. So at that point, it's like, do you just continue to just reach out to her, but kind of lengthen that time of once every 2 weeks, like, or just have her reach out to me when she's ready, kind of thing?
Yeah, no, really, really good question. So for the first like 30 days, like they're still in this period of time where they're in their first 30 days, I'm probably reaching out, especially if they're not responding back to me, every 3 or 4 days.
Okay.
And then after their first 30 days, like they haven't responded to me, they haven't done a thing. Like I'm looking in their e-suite, there's nothing's happening. I mean, there's no right or wrong way to do this. Yeah. I usually send some kind of like last ditch effort text message that basically says like, hey, I want you to know, like, I'm always here for you, but like, I can't do it for you. And, when you're ready to move forward, I'll be here, like balls in your court. I wish you the very best. And usually that will at least get me some kind of response of like, hey, I'm so sorry. Like, it's just been so crazy. Like, I will definitely reach out to you when I'm ready. Okay. And then, maybe once a season, and by season, I literally mean like quarter, I'm going back through all the distributors that I've literally enrolled like in the last year. And I'm like, that their account is still active. If it's been more than a year, then their account cancels out. So if they're still have an active account in eSuite, I'm reaching out and I'm just saying something like, hey, I hope life's treating you all right. We're out here. We got new bonuses. We got new training. I'm really excited about it. Your account is still open and active. Is it something that you're still interested in? Okay. I don't spend more than 1 day a quarter on that.
And at least I feel a little bit not normal, but like everyone's going through this, like all of you guys have went through this. Like I felt a little discouraged, like, oh my God, did I like scare her? Like what? That was like my first DT. Where'd you go?
You didn't scare her. It's definitely fear. it's definitely like, oh my God, what did I get myself into? Can I do this? What is what is
Yeah.
happening? But what I also want you to know is that the people who are like supposed to be in your business, they will have those fears and those doubts and those concerns, and they will come to you and you will talk them through it, and they'll get through it. And that's literally you, and that's Kendra, and that's Kylie, and that's Tiani, and that's like every single person who's still on our team at one point has come to me or someone else on the team and been like, I don't think I can do this. Like, this is so hard. And you as the upline have to be like, okay, girl, let's break it down. How much time are you spending on this? Are you making sure you get rest? Are you, what are you feeling really afraid of? What are those limiting beliefs? And you break through them. Like, you break through them together. You know what I'm saying? Like, so when and if she is ever ready to do that, like, she knows where to go. But yeah, no, absolutely not you. I remind myself of this all the time because I get the same way. I get girls who, in this last season, I've had like multiple girls who like literally sign up and then like less than 24 hours later are like, I need to cancel, I need a refund. And I always get all like, dang, like, is this me? Like, am I doing this? Like, am I making them feel like this? And then like, I remember that I have a team full of incredible people who, like, if I for 1 second was like, I think I'm a bad leader, like, you guys would come to California and fight me because, like, that's just not true. Like, I know that. So I know it's harder when you're in the very beginning of your business and it's like your first distributors that you are enrolling because you don't have that, like, um, not the reputation, but like you don't have that backup. Like you don't have a team of women who you're already leading to be like, no, you're amazing. What's wrong with you? But you have to know that if you're following the training that's in that new distributor board, right? Like step by step, and you're plugging them into all the same pages that we have, and you're doing the exact same thing that I'm doing. And you would never look at me and be like, God, Hope is just like so pushy and crazy. She just scares people away. Like, you would never say that. So you can't say it about yourself because you know that you're duplicating and you're using the exact same system that the rest of us are using. So love that question because there's going
I
to be a
just
lot of it.
this what, like 2 hours ago? Didn't I just message you this right before we talked about?
Yes.
It is not you, Des, and you're on fire. And I will be that team to message you every single day. Hey, amazing leader, how are you? I can't wait for you to be presidential.
Yes.
I'll do it. I'll do it.
Yeah.
I made a board that's the sauce for Hope on her bad day one day. And it was like, you're amazing, you're beautiful. Like,
yeah, so good. So that is also part of the reason that the You+2 system helps you get the most possible out of every single person who enrolls on your team. And I don't mean that in like a weird, like, let's get the most out of every person who joins our team. I mean that in a very like, whether they're here for a minute or whether they're here for a moment or whether they're here for a long time, whatever they do, whatever their journey is meant to be in this business, you are going to get the most out of your efforts to get them onto the team. Because if you think about it this way, we don't make money from enrolling distributors. Like, I will fist fight any person who hops in my inbox and is like, you just make so much money off of signing people up. No, I make $0 and 0 cents when someone joins my team. Literally a big fat goose egg, unless they are willing and ready to let me help them and they start making money, and then yes, there's a chance for me to make some bonuses and some commission. So you don't make money from enrolling distributors. You make money from helping distributors be successful. So when I say get the most out of all the people you're enrolling, I'm saying literally being compensated for the work that it takes to find and talk with and enroll these people as a distributor. So if you're enrolling 5 people and you leave them all directly underneath you, and and 3 of them quit, or 3 of them quit right off the bat, now you've only got 2 left, and this one goes out and enrolls 2 customers and it's only like 100 volume, and then never does anything ever again, at least you are making 10% on that 100 volume versus you enroll that person and put them 10 levels down because you're like trying to shoot for some promotion. They only bring in 100 volume and you're making like 2% on that for 3 months. So that's the other thing about this whole new way of building, where you're keeping everything and you're keeping everything under you, is it allows you as a business owner to actually monetize every single thing that happens on your team. Because some people are going to come in and they're going to do a little bit. Some people are going to come in and they're going to do a lot, but then they're still going to quit, you know, a few months in, 6 months in, whatever. And then some people are going to stay and do really big things on your team. So really good question. Anybody else have any questions about this? You+2. Yeah, or duplication or leadership or anything like that. Let me check the chat real fast. Yep, pray them in, pray them out, pray them back. Exactly. Okay. All right, you guys. Well, thank you so much for being on with me tonight. I'm so proud of this team. This is just the beginning of a whole new season. If you guys have any questions about this, please let me know. Let's all work on doing this new daily task list together. You guys are basically we're gonna be guinea pigs for each other. We're gonna see how this works, the results that you guys get from this. If it makes you feel good about your business, if it makes you feel crappy about your business, like let me know the feedback. Because I know sometimes daily task lists make me feel so good. And I know sometimes daily task lists just make me feel like overwhelmed and crappy, and I don't like empty boxes, and you know what I mean? So let me know how this daily list works for you guys as you're working it. And then yeah, I guess I didn't mention at the top of the new daily task list, you'll have the date and then you'll also have your goal. So if it's the beginning of your month and you know that it's the You+2 is your goal, those 8 customers and 2 distributors. Maybe you're like Miss Kylie Pops, you've already got 3 customers under your belt. Maybe you haven't done anything yet this month. Whatever you're looking at, that means Kylie up at the top, she's going to write 5 LCs, 2 DTs. 5 LCs, 2 DTs. And every single day you're going to remind yourself of how close you are to completing those 2 4-in-1 cycles. Okay? All right, you guys, love you very much. I'll have this recording up ASAP. I hope everyone has a great rest of their night. Bye, guys.